Welcome to my week 1 battle of season 2 of the VDL. This week the Indianapolis Infernapes are taking on Reagwin, coach of the Utah Muse. I am super excited to be bringing you this season of the VDL. We are doing monotype. If you didn't see the team breakdown, be sure to check that out. I put a ton of effort into that video. Now, we are fighting Mono Fairy, which is going to be one of the hardest teams for us to fight this season because we are Mono Dark. The only other team that we're really going to struggle with is fighting because Bug went undrafted throughout the entire draft. So our opponent's team is Iron Valiant, Enamorous Incarnate, Mega Diancie, Primarina, Pheasantipity, Klefki, Sylveon, Cutiefly, Florges, Granbull, and Doxbun. Iron Valiant's the scariest one out of the entire roster because both of its stabs are super effective against my entirety of my team, besides Hisui and Quillfish. That is actually going to be the glue to my team here. But everything else is also very scary. Mega Diancie stops any of my hazard attempts, and a lot of his team's very fast as well. Luckily, Roaring Moon does outspeed everything. So let's get into my team, how I'm going to be taking this on, and just the goal here is to not get 6-0'd. I would like to win. Do I think I'm going to? Probably not. First up, we have Meowscarada running a Choice Scarf. This will also outspeed our opponent's entire team, even if they're Choice Scarfed. Protean is our ability so that we can get out of our Dark typing, since all of the Fairy moves are going to be super effective. And the only two moves, damaging moves at least, I'm using are Flower Trick and U-Turn. Flower Trick hits pretty much the entire team. It doesn't hit Enamorous that hard, or Klefki, or Pheasantipity, but there really wasn't another move that Meowscarada could run to hit those well, so I just ran U-Turn. Trick is to trick the Choice Scarf to maybe Klefki, Sylveon, Florges, Granbull, Doxbun. Any of those really don't appreciate a Choice Scarf. Anything with support. And then our last move is Spikes, because we can pretty freely set up Spikes against Mega Diancie. That thing does not want to stay in against us and take a Flower Trick at all. And then we have enough speed on there to outspeed the entire team. Alright, next up we have Roaring Moon. This was a really odd pick for me because both Dragon and Dark aren't good against Fairy. But with it being faster than its entire team with a booster energy, I felt like I kind of needed to bring it. Ironhead hits everything besides the Primarina and the Klefki, which is why I have Earthquake for the Klefki. And then Tailwind is for support, which I will get to. Tailwind is going to be very important this week. And then Taunt is just there if I want to stop anything from wishing or Calm Minding or anything like that. There really wasn't another move that Roaring Moon wanted. Not even anything to really hit Primarina super effectively, so I'm just going to have to use Earthquake or Ironhead to hit that. And then I have to run max speed so that I get the booster energy speed, and I have to run a little less attack because otherwise I would get an attack boost, so I ran just the rest in HP. I'm going to skip over King Gambit, we're going to come back to that. I have Hisui and Quillfish. This thing is the only defensive Pokemon that can take hits on my team from the entire opponent's team. I do have to watch out from Earth Power from Mega Diancie and Enamorous, but besides that, this thing is decent. Poison Jab, Haze, Sleep Talk, and Rest. This can't hit Klefki. I feel like that's been a very common theme of not being able to hit Klefki, but it's alright. Trust me. Klefki can't really touch this. All it can do is set up spikes in its face. Poison Jab hits everything else, and Haze is to stop opponents from setting up in our face while we're maybe, resting or something like that. We have Morgrem. This is our screen setter for support for our team. And we have Thunder Wave. Nothing is immune to that on our opponent's team, besides the Mega Diancie can bounce it back. And then we have Parting Shot. Parting Shot has a little cool interaction here. It'll switch me out first, obviously, against everything. But if I use it against Mega Diancie, since I have Prankster, it will go first, but it'll bounce back at me, and it'll actually force my opponent to switch out their Diancie before it can click and attack. So I thought that was actually kind of funny, and it'll actually might come in handy a little bit. And then we have more Peko. This is to get rid of hazards, so we have Rapid Spin on there. We also have Fake Out just to disrupt, and then Parting Shot to switch out, and Super Fang does half damage. I didn't want to rely on like an electric move because Aura Wheel changes type. They're really, yeah, so Super Fang was just more reliable to be able to do that damage, and then Parting Shot to switch out. And finally, we have the whole thing my team is relying on. King Gambit, we are holding a Focus Sash with Rock Polish. After 2 Rock Polishes, I outspeed our opponent's entire team, or 1 Rock Polish plus Tailwind. That's kind of the idea here, is to set up screens, Parting Shot out, and then be able to get up the 2 Rock Polishes. And we have a Focus Sash just in case. So that's the team. If you enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the battle. Alright, our opponent brought Iron Valiant, Enamorous, Primarina, Mega Diancie, Florges, and Klefki. I am super nervous for this game. I just want to put that out there. I haven't been this nervous for a battle in quite some time. I don't see a problem with leading Morgrem. Morgrem seems super free here. Because even if the Diancie leads, we just force it out. So yeah, let's lead Morgrem. Alright, this is fine. I'm gonna Thunderwave this immediately. And I'm not worried about spikes. Klefki can, or Morpeko can get rid of those. So I'm gonna just set up my screens here. Give my team some bulk. And it looks like a speed tie. So, but I'm gonna parting shot out here. Go out Morpeko. Gets immediately paralyzed, which is fantastic. And I'm gonna get rid of these hazards. Absolutely not. I can now go for Super Fang, cut this thing's health in half. And I'm just gonna do it again. I'm gonna click it one more time and then I'm gonna rapid spin. Hazards are not going up. So I rapid spin here always. Morpeko's getting pretty fast too, so at this rate it'll be able to switch out quickly in front of everything. Yeah, I'm gonna just rapid spin here so I keep boosting my speed. Because it'll keep setting up, but it can't do anything. Oh, we got a crit there, so that's great. Alright, so there is no Klefki. Screens are going to go down as well. So, at least the Reflect, which is the one I'm worried about. All of my attackers are physical. I parting shot here, and this if this Mega evolves, it forces itself out. So he has to switch out now, which is it would totally fine. It's more inconvenient for them probably, because now this comes out, it boosts its speed, and I immediately get to swap out and lower its attack because I'm so fast now, which I didn't plan to be this quick. So that's good. This thing's a lot weaker now. I'm going to go Quillfish. Quillfish is my dedicated switch-in. Lowers its attack even more. Oh, and we eat that up. And there's no switch into Poison Jab now. Klefki going down early was fantastic. Best thing that could have happened. I don't think it's worth resting here yet. Depending what comes in. But Iron Valiant being gone, that was the second biggest threat. I think I go just Morgram here. What do I do here? I'm just trying to think what the best, like, play is. I think I just sack Morpeko. It did its job. And then I believe an Ironhead just bops this, right? Yeah. And then what's it doing to, like, Primarina? Like a max HP Primarina. Not a lot. I could also go Meowscarada, but that kind of invites in Enamorus at that point. But I can then sack Quillfish. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll go Meow here. Alright. Enamorus should come out here. And so we sack Quillfish. If it calms minds, maybe we can get a Haze off. Nice miss. I'm just gonna Poison Jab, letting this go. And now I'm gonna go Morgram here. Set up late screen for King Gambit. I'm surprised it didn't just fairy move me. Oh, well, Springtide Storm is pretty inaccurate. So, don't want to really miss, I guess. Perfect. I want to go King Gambit here, but that's so risky. I'm going to do it. Okay. All right. We're in position. We are in position. Oh my goodness, it's going to work. I outspeed the whole team, so we're just going to go for it. This still doesn't die in 1, but it dies to 2. Maybe I flinch. Wow, I beat Mono Fairy. I was so nervous going into that. Quillfish was a demon, though. Absolutely just devoured those hits. GG's. Wow, that went better than I thought it would. I thought that was going to be more of a blow for blow, trade for trade type of game, but I think losing Klefki early was the biggest issue my opponent had, because then I could freely just, like, Quillfish wasn't walled. I could freely cook that poison jab. My opponent didn't have screens or anything like that, so I think that mattered a lot. And then the Valiant going down to Quillfish also, but it just wasn't in the best position either, so I get why it was sacked. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in week 2. Peace out.